let's make those stands. Let's stand up and stay. Yeah. You know when it's when the liturgical dance you're doing. Right? All right. Oh. No, I'm going to be able to do this. Just learning how to do this.
That's also called the top.
And the melody of what child is this? Who's singing that? Boom boom. should be singing with that. Yeah, please. Leela might not be coming, but she was going to be singing that too. Deb, you want to sing with them just to keep it balanced? Sure. Yeah. Oh, you've got a, you've got a little fur tree growing up here.
Yes.
Yes, dear.
Yes. What is the actual agreement?
Yes, thank you. Thank you. I'm behind. Rushing. Okay. Deep breath. So, people who are singing the What Child Is This, we're going to sing first one, What Child Is This? Then the people on the top line are going to sing verse 1 of the counter melody. All right, so it's lower voice, upper voice. Then on verse 2, let's put it together for verse 2 and verse 3. We always sing together on the refrains. Got it? Like you understand? Yeah. It gets nice and the lower voices. Frank, you and Linda and Deb. You, Linda, and Deb. Oh my goodness! Didn't even see it. All right, so here's the counter melody. Just so you, or I call it the counter melody.
Yes.
Please listen. Here we go. Top line people. What's it?
You said we're doing together every time, but not the first refrain?
Oh no, every time we sing the
Because
refrain. I'm sorry.
say, who is this? So we just won't sing on the first, when they do the first verse?
Right.
Because we come in before the first verse is over.
Oh yeah, I want you to. Actually,
So what?
I want you to, like, they finish singing, which they get to keeping who is
But
this?
we're just quiet while they're singing.
Right.
We're not singing with them.
Yes.
That's what it is.
That's okay. That was sort of like who's on first moment. All right. Let me just hear the what I call the counter melody. It's not the child is this, but the child of the door. Just so I can get that in the room here. Just focusing on the top line. First one. 1, 2, and. Sustain those notes. Think about what you're singing. Let's go into the refrain and. And really sustain that out. Yeah. How does that feel? So this, you know, you're just getting used to it.
No, it looks like the
Okay. Okay. Rebreathe. Totally. And I know with wearing masks, it always takes a lot of air from me. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. My first high holy days when it was right after lockdown, we were actually saying, I have to hold my mask up like this. Oh, it's horrible. All right, so let's take it from the beginning. I think we all know what child this is. All right. So I think what I'll do is, because they don't give you an introduction, I'd like to do the last 2 measures as an introduction. So you just get the sense of it. Oh, that was what child. We'll be up here and I'll be able to look at you. I'm trying to do this, right? Yeah, so I'm sorry, yeah. So you'll hear. And you are so and then okay? Last 2 measures. Okay, here we go. Everybody sing. Okay, but then, let's look up. So, we're all, everyone in the choir can sing the first verse of Poor Child is this. Then, the top people will break off into who is, right? So you don't have to hold over that theme.
Okay.
And then, just the upper people sing helpless and hungry, right? So we don't all sing it. Okay. It's a nice texture. Here we go. One more time. Please sing out. Okay, now really here's that's the whole melody. So it keeps going. Don't let the top people drown you out, melody. Or I might start singing from the piano. No, I'm sorry, it's okay. That's what we have to rehearse for. Oh, let's take it from Whom Angels Greet, just the same time. That is pick up to, they're not measured. Second measure, bottom of the first page. You okay? Uh-oh. Are we going to find yet? Okay, that's what I thought. Blessed. Whom angels greet. Okay, here we go. 1 and 2. Nice. Top part measure, first line. Sing out. Like you're a soloist. Together. So, you gotta be uncomfortable. Write a note to yourself or something at the end of them singing the first
You guys ready?
verse. We gotta have everybody together, okay? So I'm giving the cue to the why lies he in. I know this is small print, but look ahead, folks. Be responsible. Think like each one of you will sing. No, but like sing out like it's your favorite. This is my favorite carol. So I might start singing from the piano. All right. I just can't. I'm gonna pull this really forward to see some of those words.
Yeah. 60.
Yep. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, friends, if you're here in the sanctuary, can you look in your pews next to you? We're looking for baby Jesus. Not a joke. We're looking for a basket that has a baby doll in it. Beautiful.
purple.
There you go. Right there.
Thank you, friends. Merry Christmas, friends. While our wonderful handbell choir goes out to switch bells and comes back to play one more song for us, it is my job to welcome you here to UU Mount Airy. I'm Reverend McKinley Sims. I use he, him pronouns. And I am so glad it is Christmas Eve. Thank you for spending your evening here with us, whether you are here in person in our beautiful sanctuary with all of the lights and sounds here today, or if you're joining us from home, no matter where you are, we are glad to be together. Friends, in our tradition, we like to start by taking a breath together. Would you join me in just taking a nice breath in and out? We believe that those who breathe together are together, and we are so glad to be together this evening. If this is your first time here, we are so glad to meet you, and we welcome all of yourself. Fair warning, this is a Christmas pageant, so there's going to be a lot happening, some of which you are invited to participate in. So if you are feeling brave and want to sing or play or be a part of this pageant, we invite you to do so. We would also like to let you know that if you are in need of a restroom, we have restrooms at the rear of the sanctuary, down the stairs to your right, or the handicap accessible lift to your left. If you need help with that, you can grab one of our ushers or staff and they will help you navigate that. We're going to have cookies and coffee, we think, afterwards, and we have a special candlelight vigil following this service, so you'll be hearing more about that later. We are streaming live to the internet. I said hi to some of our internet friends at home. So if it's an issue for you to be on camera, just fair warning, if you stay in your pews, you'll be safe. We invite our kids to stay throughout this full service, and if they want to participate in our pageant, it's a no rehearsal pageant, so you're learning about it just like we are. Thank you, friends. We're going to begin with a call to worship from Shay, and then we're going to welcome our handbell choir back.
Welcome, wanderer. Welcome, refugee. Welcome, heretic. Welcome, mother, father, parent, child, sibling, friend. Welcome, messenger, shepherd, caroler, seeker, doubter, confidant, king. Welcome to the decoration of the darkness here in the bleak midwinter. Our hope is that this pageant of love and joy, that with it you find the light of this season, the deep goodness and inherent worthiness that every church, early church called the Christ. We hope you find the light you need this evening, not just in the ancient words nor the miracle stories, but in the hollows of the human heart and the depths of the human soul. We hope you find the joy and light that you need tonight, wherever it comes from. Welcome, friends, to our worship. why do we celebrate Christmas Eve? As Unitarian Universalists, most of us believe that Jesus was a human being, that he was an inspired spiritual teacher and compelling social revolutionary. Most of us do not believe Jesus was a divine Savior sent to redeem us from our sins. If Jesus was the child of God, many of us believe he was so only in the way that each human being is a child of the holy. So why do we celebrate Christmas Eve? Some of us do celebrate the story of the one called the Christ, come to live as an example of how to save the world from cynical violence and the forces of empire. And that belief is part of the story here today. For others of us, the culture in which we live tells us this story over and over. So it has become part of our consciousness, if not our belief. And we gather to experience it once again. But it's not only the Christian religion that needs to tell this story over and over. We, as Unitarian Universalist people of faith, also need to tell this story over and over. But why?
We tell this story because, like all great religious myths that have been told through the ages, there are certain spiritual truths to be found. Truths that are timeless, important. As Ernest H. Summerfold once wrote, we believe that some stories deserve to live forever because of what they tell us of ourselves and of our world. The angels singing an anthem of peace and goodwill deserve to be heard forever, because they are the angels in human hearts. And the humble shepherds who had ears to hear and hearts to receive a message of joy deserve to be heard until the end of time. The three wise persons so faithfully seeking the way of a star deserve to go and search again and again, year after year, as long as years shall be, for they are the story of our quest for what is best in ourselves and in each other in this broken and beautiful world. Friends, we dive into this story together. A story we're going to tell once more on this night in this way by singing a few verses of O Come, Emmanuel. If this is your first time here, you may be familiar with different words. Our words are in our gray hymnal, number 225. I believe they'll also appear on the screen behind me. I invite you to stay seated where you are and join us in singing O Come, Emmanuel.
Comfort to going to tell a story that we may have heard before. It's the story about a baby born a long time ago. But it could be a story about a baby being born this very moment. A long, long, long time ago, in a city far, far away from here, there lived an emperor named Caesar Augustus. He ruled over almost the entire world.
All the world should be registered so that they can pay taxes to me.
In one of those places, a place called Galilee, there were two teenagers named Mary and Joseph. Mary and Joseph were young. They loved each other. And Mary was about to have a baby. Mary and Joseph had to travel a long, long time for many, many days. And they were so very, very tired. They wanted to rest and sleep. When they got to Bethlehem, they tried to find a room to rent for the night. But every place had a sign out front that said, "No vacancy." There was no room for them anywhere. Everyone turned away from them and said, "You are not welcome here." Joseph was scared that they'd have no place to sleep. Finally, one innkeeper said,
I'll let you sleep in my old stable out back, but you need to know the stable is old and not very clean. It's the place my animals stay, the donkey, the cows, and the goats. It smells kind of bad, but you'll be safe for the night.
In our story, no one had any room. Their hearts were closed. If you came into the sanctuary tonight, you got a brown bag. If not, it might be under your seat, Oprah style. I'm not sure which, but you should have a brown bag. Inside of it, I invite you to reach in, and as much as possible without peeking at all the other goodies, you should have a heart inside your bag. In our story, no one had any room. They didn't have chairs to sit in, a place to stay. Their hearts were closed. And the innkeeper decided to help. They didn't do it perfectly, but they found a way to make some room. This is a story about opening our hearts to anyone who needs to be cared for. When you find your heart in your bag, if you can hold it in your hand and put it in front of your own heart, if not, take some confetti and put it in your hand and put it in front of your heart, if you can't find yours. And I invite you to put your hand in front of your own heart and feel your heartbeats. And repeat these words after me. We're going to do this a few times tonight. You say these words, repeat after me. May this heart help me remember. May this heart help me remember. That I am like the innkeeper. That I am like the innkeeper. May this heart help me remember. May this heart help me remember. That I can open my heart to others. That I can open my heart to others. Now I'm going to invite you to take a little bit of a risk and turn just to find somebody else in the sanctuary and lock eyes, which is very scary. Give them a smile or a wink. And kind of a wave to let them know that your heart is with them.
And so it was that while they were there in this stable, Mary gave birth to her son. She wrapped him in a clean cloth and laid him in the manger. Let's all welcome baby Jesus into the world by singing Happy Birthday to him.
Stevie Wonder version.
to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday.
Oh, this is me. Now, friends, we're going to sing a more traditional Christmas carol hymn. We're going to sing another welcome song to Jesus. This one is called Gather Round the Manger. Gather Round the Manger. Thank you for our narrator up here. I invite you to sing the words Gather Round the Manger, shared to the screen behind us and on your screen at home.
I think they have the wrong number. Say it again?
229.
It says 226, okay.
Number 229.
Thank you. Please close. There it is.
Later that night, both Mary and Joseph felt cold, but there were no warm clothes for anyone in the stable. Joseph didn't know what to do. Would his family shiver all through that long, cold night?
When people do not have enough money because they do not get paid enough, even though they work very hard for long hours, or there aren't enough jobs for everyone, when we do not have enough money for the basics, the very important basics of food, of life, like food, clothing, and shelter, we worry. We're scared. But sometimes some of us have enough or even a little extra of food or clothing, and we decide to share with those who do not. And this is how we take care of each other and express our love, open our hearts. Some of you may have brought some offerings of warm clothes or mittens, gloves, food, clothing, or love to share with those who do not have tonight. We're going to take up two different kinds of offerings, one for our mitten tree donations and then for our financial resources. And invite our ushers and drummers to get ready there in the back. We're going to offer these to share with those who might not have a home or family of their own to clothe and warm them. And as we prepare to share these three gifts, our three drummers will come forward to remind us that no matter how young or old we may be, we all have gifts to share with each other. Our drummers remind us that it is a gift to be a blessing to others, and we are blessed to be a blessing. Drummers, take it away. brought mittens, gifts, anything warm to offer to the mitten tree, if you would bring them forward and place them in this basket. If you drop them off in the back, you can bring them forward. Thank you, drummers. We're also going to take a second offering. Yes, thank you, drummers. We're also taking up our offering of financial resources this evening. As our ushers move plates around the plate, if you can pass them backwards as they go, or whatever direction the ushers tell you to do. Thank you. The offering on Christmas Eve goes towards the ministerial discretionary fund of this congregation. That's a very special fund that goes directly towards people in need. It's used to buy food, it's used to pay rents, it's used to get medicine, it's used to get bus passes, all kinds of things to help our neighbors live their lives. So we invite you to give as generously as you are able tonight to the offering plate as it is passed around, knowing that this money goes directly toward those who need a little extra love and light in these times. As the ushers finish up and invite our choir forward to get ready to sing our offertory this evening. you. Invite our second narrator forward. Shepherds, you're on deck.
Now, in this story and in this same country, there were shepherds living out in the fields, keeping watch over their flock by night. Their flock was made up of sheep and cows and goats, and the shepherds took care of them. They kept them together so that they didn't get lost. If one did wander away and get lost, a shepherd would always go and find it. It was very, very dark out there in the field, and very cold, and sometimes very dangerous. Shepherds are people who care for other living things. In our story tonight, the shepherds and their dog care for the sheep in the fields. But each one of us is like a shepherd. We need to take great care of each other and make sure that the smallest of us are watched over. We help each other and make sure everyone is taken care of and part of a loving community. We make sure that no one is ignored, and especially that no one is picked on. We help keep watch and keep everyone safe.
In our story, the shepherds and their dogs stay close to their flock, sometimes with a gentle hand guiding them, feeling the softness of their hair, their wool. I invite you to take your bag out for a second time and reach in and find what might feel like a cotton ball, to symbolize the softness and the tenderness of the sheep. And in a moment, but not just yet, I'm going to ask us to take our cotton balls and give it or lightly toss it towards someone who is not in your family, but not yet. We're going to say some more words. So once you've found your cotton ball or something that resembles a cotton ball or simply more confetti, I invite you to hold that over your heart as we did before. And repeat after me these words. May this softness help me remember. May this softness help me remember that I am like a shepherd, that I am like a shepherd. May this softness help me remember, may this softness help me remember that I need to care for others. I need to care for others. All right, we're going to symbolize our caring by sharing these cotton balls. And I'm going to invite you to perhaps gently hand it, or if you'd like, give it a toss towards someone who's not in your family, to symbolize that we will find each other for those who want to be found. And while feeling that love and care, we're going to sing our next carol and hymn, The First Noel. I invite you to sing as you will.
Shepherd
Now, in this story and in this same country, there were shepherds living out in the fields. Behold, an angel stood before them, and the glory of Spirit shone all around. The angel said to them,
Do not be afraid, for behold, I bring you good news of a great joy for all people. For a baby is born in the city of Bethlehem, and this will be the sign to you. You will find an ordinary baby sleeping in a manger. He's so poor he's sleeping out with the animals, but there is great love inside this baby, just as there is great love inside each of you. This baby will grow up and try to show us how to live in peace and how to love each other. He will show us how we each can be saviors for this world.
And suddenly the sky was filled with angels singing beautiful songs and saying, Glory to God in the highest, and on earth peace, goodwill among all people.
Friends, let us become part of the sky filled with angels. Go back to our bag one more time. And find something that is either a halo or a marker of some kind, perhaps a temporary tattoo. It might look like a magnet that goes on your fridge or on your car. Could be a star. These are angelic markings. I invite you to find this angelic marking, and once you found it, as we've done before, put your hand on your heart. There's a shortage of gold pipe cleaners in Philadelphia, in case you're wondering. Would you hold your angelic marking to your heart and repeat after me these words? May these angelic markings help me remember. These angelic markings help me remember that I am surrounded by love. And may this mark help me remember that I am love. Friends, we become part of the angels' song as we sing together, Angels We Have Heard on High.
Sweetly singing
you, friends. Invite our next narrator, Wise Ones and Starbearer. You're on deck.
Once the three wise ones had offered their gifts, there was a loud scurrying sound. Animals, all creatures great and small, drawn by the bright star and all of the visitors who were coming, wanting to see the little baby sleeping in the manger. All living creatures share our earth home with us and are part of our earth family. As we prepare to sing O Little Town of Bethlehem, I invite our little ones dressed as animals to come forward, sit or stand on the steps, and become part of our pageant. If our animals are feeling shy, we invite their parent or guardian to come with them to the stable.
Sorry.
Start with that.
Scene. Action.
Now after Jesus was born in Bethlehem, wise people from the east came to Jerusalem asking, "Where is he who has been born? For we have seen his star in the east and have come to pay homage." These three wise people came from a faraway land, a land that was probably Iran or Iraq. They had seen a bright star in the sky and had followed it to the stable. "We followed the star," they said, "because we knew it would lead to a place where all people would be treated kindly, no matter what land they came from, no matter what they believe, no matter what color their skin might be, no matter what religion they practice, no matter who they love, and no matter how they create a family. That kind of place, those kind of people, are what we have come to find."
Okay, if you're stars or angels and you haven't come up here, come on up. We have, once more, in your bag, there should be a star of some kind. Grab that star. Hold it over your heart. And we're going to say these words. If you don't have a star in your hand and you want to use the star up here from our wonderful Star of Bethlehem, with our hand over our heart, we say these words. May this star remind me of the brightness and wisdom that is with me wherever I go. Now, if you have a star and you want to put it on your face or on your clothes or give it to someone else that we can share with one another, we're going to go along following the star with the Magi and sing We Three Kings. The wise ones brought them with them these gifts, traditional gifts of gold and frankincense and myrrh. But today we have something more practical, something that would have helped this family and will help other families. The wise ones will bring them gifts to keep Jesus warm. Those that have been offered today are in the basket and can be offered to the Holy Family. We'll bring our narrator back. Before we lose the microphone. We'll do the intro again. Yeah.
Once the three wise ones had offered their gifts, there was a loud scurrying sound. Animals, all creatures, great and small, drawn by the bright star and all of the visitors who were coming, wanted to see the little baby sleeping in the manger. All living creatures share our earth home with us and are part of our earth family. As we prepare to sing O Little Town of Bethlehem, I invite all our little ones dressed as animals to come forward, sit or stand on the steps, and become part of our pageant. If our animals are feeling shy, they can come with their parent or guardian. As they do, we can sing O Little Town of Bethlehem.
All right, we're making animal sounds up here.
We invite you to take out the final item in your bag, your candle. Candle lighters will now be walking around the sanctuary to begin lighting candles. And that is what happened on the first Christmas Eve. Jesus was born into the world. A loving family surrounded him. Friends gathered to celebrate him. And others came as well, because they believed there was so much goodness inside all people. And this is the belief we hold right now in this moment. The blessing of each of our births. Ears to hear music, eyes to behold light, hands to build true peace on earth, and to hold each other in love. A baby named Jesus was in a place where love was the most important gift of all. We gather in and live in that place too. As we are wrapped in that light and that love, we lift up our hands and hearts and voices in song. This is the end of one story and the beginning of another, and another, and another.
Okay, friends, we invite you to find your candle in your bag. If you are an adult, you should have a real candle. If you are a little one, you probably have an LED candle. If you're a little one, go ahead and light your LED candle. Or if you have an LED candle, go ahead and light it. And then our candle lighters are going to come up by the side aisle, and we're going to pass the light from person to person. The very important safety part of this talk is that if you are lighting the person next to you, you want to keep your candle straight up and down, because wax falls if you tip it. And the person who does not have a candle lit, you're going to tip your candle and light it from the candle that is straight up. So if you are unlit, you can tip. But if your candle is aflame, keep it straight Can't think of a rhyme with flame, but please be aware of your hair, your scarves, your stoles. Friends, we are lighting your candles with the light from both our chalice that symbolizes our time together and the Advent candles that we've been lighting all month through the Christian calendar of Advent. We have lit candles for love, joy, hope, and peace. And we lit the final candle tonight, this white candle, which is called the Christ candle. And that word is charged for many of us. And I hope as you've heard tonight, what many in the earliest church and many on that first Christmas knew was that the Christ is that light that is inside all of us, inside our paper bag, waiting to be taken out and shared with the world. I invite you to let that light shine out this evening as we sing our final hymn, Silent Night. We're going to turn, I think, more of the lights off potentially here in the sanctuary. It's going to get very dark. I invite you to sing as you are willing and able. And if you're joining us from home, if you would like to light a candle along with us, please do so.
In the stillness, where waiting and anticipation once rested, Hope now abides in the flames of lighted candles. In the quiet, where the gifts and prayers were offered to one who blossomed from baby to holy exemplar and justice seeker, we lift up our tidings and blessings to one who shined away. And as beloved community, we honor that each child born is sacred, whether we are blessed to know their name or not, each child holding potential to help heal the world. From this hallowed ground, we humbly take our leave to enter into ordinary time, carrying with us the blessings bestowed upon us tonight, endeavoring to embody them in the world we love so dear. May holy love and holy grace be our traveling companions, leading each of us as we walk the paths of our lives. Blessed be, and amen.